Welcome again to my channel. I'm Nancy and I'm going to teach you how to make this recipe. It's very easy. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me and like so that you will be able to get notification when I'm making these easy recipes. So welcome again. We are going to need zucchini, bell pepper, onion and tomato. I'm using red and yellow one. Make sure when you have them, you cut them into big pieces, just like mine, or actually even much more bigger, but don't make them smaller than mine. We don't want them to overcooked. And for what we are going for, we need a big one, so we don't need the small one. Just do like mine or do much more bigger if you like. After we cut them into big pieces, like mine, or much more bigger the way you want yours to look like, we are going to put them in a big brazier, like in a place where we can mix them together there. Now they look good, but that's not enough. We want them to taste better. We want them to taste like they look. So we are going to make some marination. The marination we are going to need, first, these are the main 3 ingredients you need for this. You need an olive, I'm going to let down the description, like which portion you need for this one. You're going to need olive oil and basmati vinegar and soya sauce. We are going to mix them. That is the main thing we are going to need for this one. And then you can add here salt. Salt is a must, but the other things, it's up to you. You're going to use what you use. For me here, I'm using salt, garlic, mixed herb, cayenne, and some curry. And I'm going to let down there, so if you have, use them. If you don't have them, use what you use for your vegetables. This is what I use for my vegetable. You can use maybe a paste of garlic, but I didn't want to use a paste of garlic because of our next ingredient we are going to need, so I use a powder. But if you want the paste one, you can use the paste. Don't forget, you must have vinegar, basmati vinegar, olive oil and soya. And then the spice and herb, it's up to you what you want to use there, okay? And then you're going to mix them the way I'm mixing mine. You can see I make sure everything is getting it, because this is marination. We don't need the sauce. We need the vegetable to taste like the sauce. So you have to make sure your vegetable, every part of it, get that sauce. Get the marination. Remember, we don't need the sauce. We need the marination. You are going to cover them and put them aside as we prepare our next thing. Now we are done with our vegetables, so we are going to the last ingredient. Before I started preparing the food, I soaked my chicken inside water and some salt and some lemon. The reason why I do this is because I don't want the chicken to smell like chicken. I don't know if it makes sense. This is the way chicken smell and I don't like that. So that's why I'm doing that. If you don't soak yours, you can make sure it's dry, because when we put some spice, we want to put on us dry chicken. And also you have to leave your skin on so that it can be extra crispy. Is it crispy? Yeah, it can be like that. Make sure they don't have water before we put our spice, okay? Also, I'm using a chicken masala and some cayenne. I do like some chili on my food because it makes it a little bit yummy. But that is optional. You don't have to use that one. Also, you have to put salt to taste. After that, if you remember earlier, I told you we are not going to put some paste vegetable or some paste garlic on the vegetable, because I needed to put it in something else. This is the something else where we need to put some garlic, but we need a paste one. We don't need the powder one. We need the paste one here. So you're going to make a paste of garlic and ginger. Crush them and make it a very beautiful paste, and then cover your chicken with it. With this chicken, we are not going to use any oil. If you want, you can use, but I think like chicken already have a lot of oil to be using some oil on it. But it's up to you. If you want to put some oil, you can put it. You can put on it. But for me, I did not use any oil. I just put the paste and chili and the things that we put earlier, and I made sure they were covered like the way I'm doing mine. But I did not put any oil, so it's up to you. If you want to do like mine, well and good. That's much more better. And then now we are done preparing our food. Now it's cooking time. We are going to use oven, so we are going to set it. I'm going to write it down, the description how I set the oven. So make sure you start your oven so that it can start being a little bit warm. and then we start preparing our food so that we can put it inside the oven. As I told you earlier, like our vegetable just needed to be marinated, but we didn't need the soap. So you are going to remove your vegetable from one place to the other place. Yeah. Make sure you don't take any marination. Don't take that soap. Just take the vegetable, leaving that thing inside there. So put it where you want to put, like the way I'm doing, you see. I just let the marination thing stay there and then put it there. And also when you are using something, make sure you use something big, like, because we are going to put chicken also in the oven. So at first I put in this Tupperware, but then I had to change it because I realized it was not going to do the thing I needed it to do. So yeah, you're going to put your chicken, like just do like the way I'm doing it, but make sure the thing you're going to put your vegetable, it's bigger. You will see what I'm talking about later. And then put your chicken up there. And when you're doing your chicken, when you put your chicken inside the oven, you will see how I'm doing. I don't know how to explain to make sure you understand what I'm meaning. Yeah, but as you can see here, I changed. Yeah, I put my vegetable in this one, because the other one I realized it was going to be very small for what I was going to do. So I had to put there so that when the chicken are cooking, they can drill down the sweetness inside the vegetable, because I did not even use the oil in the vegetable. I just used it when I was marinating it, but I did not using it when I put it in the oven. And then you have to keep doing the way I'm doing, like, so that the chicken can get, I don't know how to explain there, but you're going to do like I'm doing at my video, you say. Yeah. And then we are going to set it for like 40 to 50 minutes. I wanted it to be like a slow cook kind of thing, and you have to keep checking them. And after that, we are done. After 40 minutes of waiting, it was done. As you can see, it's crisp. Yeah. Also, you can serve this food with rice or anything else, but for me I choose to do it with mashed potato. As I told you, it was very easy to do this recipe, and it was so tasty. It's like when you do something and you get the result and you are like, this was so good, it was so satisfying. So those are my vegetables. As you can see, they're very yummy. They look yummy and everything looked delicious. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you didn't understand, I'll write down the description, like the ingredients. And welcome, and thank you again.